Recently, Jaguar Wright was on the Piers Morgan show where she tried to put out a lot of things on the jacket of Beyonce and Jay-Z. And really, you just got to take a listen to what she said.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Piers.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know.
She did go on to say some things about Diddy, which could be a little bit more believable considering the circumstances against Diddy as is. But for not only her, but for everybody else to try to throw Beyonce and Jay-Z into this, like, oh, they're on the tape, they got to be on the tape, or they did something wrong, I kind of want to call that into question, because what proof do we have of that? Like, look, I'm not saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce are like these amazing people with hearts of gold. I'm just saying, like, that's something heavy you can't just throw on somebody's jacket. People can't just say, well, they were friends, so that automatically means that they were in cahoots together with some of this stuff. I said it once before and I'll say it again. I think Diddy and Jay-Z fell out after that casting video came out to the internet. Because why would Jay-Z be friends with him after a video like that surfaces? Jay-Z probably like, you know what? I can't be cool with you no more. You see what you did? That's bad business for me. But people have constantly been trying to bring up rumors and accusations, false accusations at that, against both Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like, they're going to be the main ones that's going to get dragged down because of this. Oh, Jay-Z's going down next. Beyonce's going down next. I just think it's one thing if it's a bunch of random nobodies on Twitter saying it, or Jaguar Wright saying it, because what proof does she got? And why hasn't she taken it to the authorities? And speaking of which, there's people who will say, well, the authorities are compromised and you can't really trust them or anything like that. So what's the point of bringing it up? What's the point? Because if y'all think that, oh, we're going to bring out these people to come out against Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they not going to face any criminal charges, if you're not willing to go to the cops, then nothing's going to come of it. I hate to be the one to say it. Now, of course, hypothetically, if they had anything to do with Diddy's freak off nastiness, then of course their careers would be over. But it wouldn't make sense for either person to do that, because they come off as the smartest people on the planet that would not do that sort of thing. So I just look at this whole situation crazy, and kind of look at anybody crazy who's trying to spread lies and say that Beyonce and Jay-Z got something to do with this, when we really ain't got all the facts together to even put that on their jackets. Just because one person said it don't mean it's true. The only people who believe it are people that just don't like Jay-Z and don't like Beyonce, simply because they're the quiet people of the bunch. And honestly, I think they have a right to remain silent on a lot of things. Yes, they have a right to remain silent on this whole Diddy thing, because it really don't concern them, other than they're supposedly friends or at best business partners. And I use that word loosely because, like Drake said himself, ain't no friends in the industry. Now, at worst, Jay-Z could just be a petty person for deciding to pick Kendrick over Wayne just to get at Drake. But other than him being petty, what Diddy has done is career ending. What Jay-Z has done is nothing. Like, okay, you act out of pettiness and pick this person over that person. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, is it wrong? Yeah, but it's not the end. It's not the end of the world. Like, I'm not one of these people looking for Jay-Z to come down or Beyonce to come down. And to me, it always comes off like the most quiet people in the industry who don't say shit oftentimes are the ones who get picked on the most because they don't be saying shit. But when they start talking they shit, y'all gonna beg them to stop because y'all gonna start looking at them like they're the bad guy if they go too far. Because if they start telling shit how it is, y'all might be looking at this whole thing differently. It won't matter if Jay-Z or Beyonce was to come out publicly and say, we ain't got nothing to do with what Diddy got going on, or we don't condone what Diddy got going on, because people are just gonna believe whatever narrative that's been conjured up online. People gonna say, oh yeah, right, they covering up for Diddy, or they're gonna try to make up something to make it look like that they're lying, whatever they say. So really there's no point in saying anything because the internet then already made up their minds. But with that being said, y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Till next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.